Hello everybody. I wasn't intending to do a video today, but I'm feeling really guilty that it's gone nearly 4 weeks again and not a video, but I've been working a lot and so I wanted to throw this in there. So I was thinking I'd go live, and be stitching and talking about what I've been working on and what I'm currently working on, because I've been doing a lot of cross stitching while I've been working, and because it's kind of like all the time I have for in between naps. So if you don't know, I work overnight shifts and I'm working quite a few of them. We're very short-handed at the moment, and it won't be until early August before I can slow down on the work. But so I thought, oh, let's try. I was watching somebody else, and it was a rerun of one of the people that channels that I subscribe to, and it was live at one point, but I didn't make it, but it's still there for people to see. And I can't guarantee when those would happen, and I can't schedule those in advance, so I would just like pop in just so that I could create a video without having to do all the editing and everything. So let me know if you'd be interested in something like that, or if you were okay with something like that. I might just be stitching and just chatting about whatever's on my mind at the moment, because I'm constantly thinking, and you know, I am literally just got out of bed probably an hour ago. It is 2:15 in the afternoon on Friday. What is it? Thursday? What is it? No, today is Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Today is Thursday, July 6th. I am off this evening, but there are a bunch of things I'd like to try to get done today if I can possibly get up the energy to do it. Otherwise, it'll have to try to do it tomorrow morning before I lay down for the day. So I don't even know where to start. So again, this is truly authentic, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of editing on this. I'm just going to plop it up in there, and sometimes I might just throw my phone up on my table that's in front of my little stitchy spot in my sunroom, and just chat about certain things and show you what I'm currently working on and things that I had or worked on. But there's been quite a bit that's gone on since we last chatted, and I don't want it to be too long of a video, but I at least wanted to get something in there for y'all. Anyway, because I've got some dedicated stitches that I'm working on, and some upcoming finishes that I hope to have to show you, because I don't know, I just feel like I needed to have some finishes. And then I get to have a day where I just FFO things. And so I just want to have stuff done, and things kind of sit around for a long time, and I've got some big things that are close to being done or could be done by, you know, the seasons that are coming up. So fall projects I'd like to have finished by the fall. Christmas projects I'd like to have done, and you know, have decorating my home, so that I can enjoy them and move on to something new. Not like I haven't, because I have some new starts in here too. So I'll start with the first one that I've been working on, which is Summer at Hollyberry Farm. And this one here, I have such fun working on this one, and this one's going to get put up to the wayside for a moment. But I think I was working on this in our last video, and I have an update, and I have been posting to Instagram, so please check there when I do get some things going on. But this is where we are with Summer at Hollyberry Farm. I made it almost to the bottom. Let's grab the picture out here. There's a fence and border underneath the little tree and the lady that I put in there, so I got that much done. I just love doing little motifs and finishing them. They're so satisfying. So I did finish the basket, did the horse, and then finished that tree and the lady on there. So I'm really thrilled with this one and can't wait to get back to it. But this is one I want to put on a rotation where it can be finished by next summer. By this time next summer. Let me find my card on this. I really did not prepare much for this. I just kind of threw everything in. I have a basket up in my sewing room where I would normally film, and just kind of throw things in there as it's been ironed and pictured, and this is on Facebook. I can't find my card to tell you what it's stitched on. Oh, I bet you it's inside here. There it is. So it is on 36 count sand by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm using all the called for Gentle Arts. And there's some places in here that need to have another color that I didn't have, but I do have that now, and so now I will be going back on it next time I pick this up to fill it in. And it was lamb's wool. I picked that up on my most recent trip to Country Sampler. So there we go. There's our summer at Hollyberry Farm, or Stacy Nash project. So yeah, that is, I would like to put this on some sort of a rotation where I can get it done by 4th of July next year. I've considered this a 4th of July thing because there's bunting and stuff in the house and that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of planning on that. So then I picked up something I hadn't worked on in a while and thought, well, let's get some stitches in this one. This was Just Get a Tasket, green and yellow basket. I don't know, I always want to say that every time I do it. By Rosewood Manor. And again, my card is thrown in here somewhere. It's on 40 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim, and I started this on June 14th of last year. And all I did was just make the inner border, just got that going all the way around the whole side there. But this one here is so beautiful. And I don't know when I'll finish this. It's really not a seasonal thing or anything like that, so it's not on the priority list. Let's put it that way. If you want to call that a priority list, on the dedicated stitch list. So it's not on a dedicated stitch list. Let's put it that way. Then I could put this back in my basket. I don't call it the mocking basket or anything like that. I forgot to put my card in there, so let's put that in there. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, you know, my work schedule and the personal life schedule, because I have a few days off next week, but a couple of those are dedicated to sit and help work with my mom, and so I'm not going to do any quilting updates in this video either, because I haven't been up there for a minute, but I have posted to Instagram what I have done thus far. So I did work on a few things, so you can take a look at those. So I was working on Just Get a Tasket, and then my friend Susan, who she now has a video, emergency_stitcher on YouTube. She put her first video out, a week and a half ago, something like that. But check her out. Check her out. Catch all of her stitching. And she and my mother and I went on a little road trip to Country Samplers, about an hour and a half from here. And I have a bag of goodies. Here's my haul from that. I don't have any video or pictures or anything. You'll have to check out my Instagram page. And I think, I don't think I have a link for my Facebook page, but Susan tagged me in some photos, so I'll put a link below here for my Facebook page as well. So that one's under my personal information. But I did pick up this kit, and this is God Bless America Sampler by Artful Offerings. I saw this the last time I was there, and I was going to buy it and then didn't, but I did pick up the kitted project. So, and this is 36 count Salt Bush by Fox and Rabbit that'll be stitched on, and those are the threads. So I'm looking forward to getting started on that. Don't know when. And then I also picked up a Plum Street Sampler White Pumpkin Farm. And I did place an order for some threads. And I think I ordered fabric. I'm not sure. Not all of the threads are in, or available on the one site that I went to. So just waiting for that package to come in. I placed that yesterday, I believe. I picked up another Stacy Nash. I love Stacy. I couldn't resist the little cow pouch. I'm definitely going to make that one. So I did order linen and some of the threads. Not all of the threads are available. Gentle Arts threads. So I may need to make a trip somewhere to get some threads, or buy from several different sources. I kind of really avoid doing that at all costs. I like the one-stop shopping at one place where I can get my thread and my fabric and but that's just, the way things are. Some things are available and some things aren't, and I just have to deal with that, I suppose. Also, I purchased One Nation. This is a by Sampler's Not Forgotten, but it's a little needle book and Briscornu and scissor fob. So yes, I did. So no, I ordered fabric yesterday, but I think it was for this, because I think this is the one I really want to get started on. So this will be a new start as soon as I can get all of the things together. This one here, I am probably get to this one here within the next. I checked my stash and I did have one of the threads, so I put that in there. I did buy some fabric while I was there, and this is let me take it out of the package. It's kind of a pinky tan. It's called Shrekie's Tan by Needle Bling Designs, and it is 40 count, and it is a fat quarter. I'm not sure you can see what that color is, but it's really, really pretty. It's a tan. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. In the lighting in my sunroom. I did put sheer curtain, because I have a curtain rod and a curtain rod. It's a wide space. I don't have one long curtain rod. Plus, I don't have curtains long enough to fit this. So I put curtain on one side and a curtain on the other of the pair that I had. And then in the middle, I put a sheer in the middle to kind of help, because it would get hot in here in the middle of the afternoon when the sun would shine in. So I had to, that helps tremendously. And I also do have a fan just in case, because some days would get really, really hot, and we haven't had any rain. And then the last few days we've had lots of rain, and I'm very excited about that. So my grass is greening up a little bit. And it's one thing I was hoping to get out to do today, is to mow the lawn, clean it up a little bit, that kind of thing. So my Country Sampler also ended up with another purchase, but I also started it. So And this I'm sewing along with my friend Susan. She got the same one, but got Across the Sea sampler from Chessie and me. Saw it hanging on the wall and we couldn't resist. This one has lots of fun specialty stitches in it. And I got a little start in the upper left-hand corner on June 22nd. I am stitching this on 32 count dirty linen with all the called for weeks dye works. Then I was able to purchase all of those at the same time. So I didn't get them at the store. I did purchase them online and have it shipped, but I did start in the upper left-hand corner. And there is a, what do you call it, a square stitch, four-sided stitch on the outside edge. Now when we get down here, there's a long flag and they're all rice stitches. So I'm looking forward to learning that stitch. But this is where I am so far. Again, another thing I'd like to have done next 4th of July. Don't know if I'll make that lofty goal, but I'd like to try. So I have some things to display in my house because I don't have a whole lot of displays. I just got back into stitching again, so I'm really looking forward to having some new decorations and things like that. I am using a needle book that I did make, and this was a test sample. There are these, and I cut off half of it, but they're the scalloped edges of the double wedding ring quilt, and I was curious to know what I could make with them. So there is one for sale where I take the whole oval shape, this side is included, and I folded it over and made a little pocket in there and added some felt for the needle book. And then I had some vintage snaps and used those to make a snap and then covered it with a button. But this was my prototype, and I'm using this one here to hold my stitches, my threads for this project. And it's in my J. Ricker Fresh Coffee Chalk project bag. I love this bag. Love, 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 love this bag. All right, and then I got another one. And I did another new start. And there was a June sew-along called Red, White, and June with the Fat Quarter Shop. And I think they were doing these little things in a tart tin kind of thing. I didn't necessarily want to buy that one, but since I had already purchased the Summer Memories book, and there are stitches in the back of this book that I wanted to do, so I did pull out one of those and did that, and it is called Flowers Forever, Freedom Flowers. And this is stitched on 36 count Mermaid Bay by Primitive Hair, but that's the picture. I just pulled DMC from my stash that I thought matched pretty well. So before I was cross stitching, I did do some needle punch, and I have a lot of threads that are just kind of wound up. Don't have the number associated with it at all anywhere, and they're just sitting in a bag. And so I just grabbed from there so I could use it up a little bit. But I did stitch that, and it is finished. And I'm going to make a little pillow. I was hoping to have it done by the 4th of July and sitting in a bowl that I have on my coffee table, but didn't get to it. Work and life got ahead of me. Didn't get it finished, but I mean, FFO, I should say. But like I said, there's 4 finishes that I have previously that I'd like to have done very soon. So I'm going to set aside a day just to work on FFOing several projects. So this will be included in that, and any others that I finish here in the next couple weeks. Yep, another one in my coffee chalk bag. I also have a little zipper pouch that goes with it. This is where I put my threads. It's got little coffee beans in there, but all my threads are in here. See what I mean? I just have threads like this. They were just sitting in a Ziploc baggie. Some of them I know what they are, but I just grab, it just said light green, dark green, bright red, dark red, light red, and did that. And then in another little pouch that I have inside here is just some more little charts that I'd like to do at some point. Some freebies and stuff that I had picked up, but I haven't started any of those. I haven't done any of those. So 2 new starts and 1 finish. I love being able to announce that. I would, and I haven't done an FFO since Christmas when I did my Santa, Teresa Kogut Santa. So I'd like to have some more. My 24th day stitch, my sew along with my coworker, with my friend Susan, is Houses of Hawthorne Hollow. There is a finish here. I didn't finish the whole thing. I finished my second house on here and getting ready to stitch the third, but I did finish that goal and I did post this on Instagram, but here I am with this. I finished. So now the bright orange that was on here doesn't look so bad now that the whole thing is finished, so I'm okay with that. But when I am done with this project, this whole thing is going to be darkened up. I'm going to coffee stain, tea dye, whatever. I am going to darken this up a little bit. I think the Hawthorne Hollows are a good thing for that kind of project. So I will be doing that when it's done. This is stitched on my little index card. 40 count vintage country mocha, and I started on December 24th. And I am using all DMC on this one because there's a lot. And I'm using the conversion on the chart. House number 2, I finished on June 27th. So I will be starting house number 3 on July 24th-ish, around about there. I don't know how much I'll get done because I've got these dedicated stitches that I'll be discussing here in a minute. But I at least want to get the border of the whole house block done during that stitch. That's kind of like my preemptive goal for that. I have so much thread in here, you guys. There is so much thread associated with this. So much. And I have DMC in here sitting at the bottom of the bag that has not been bobbinated on my little cards that I do. So I think I need to pick up a couple more for house number 3. So, but we'll see about that. All right. And that's in this bag that I made for myself, with the Lewis and Clark fabric on the back. Love it. It's so Hawthorne Hollow to me. So now we're going to get into the dedicated stitch projects, because these are fall and Christmas ones that I want to have done definitely in time for the season. So I first started with Turkey Hollow Farm because I really want to have this done and on display this fall. So I am working, not feverishly just right now because we're in July, but I did get quite a bit done on this, and I did post. No, I didn't. I haven't even posted this to Instagram yet. But yeah, Stacy Nash, my fave. Turkey Hollow Farm. I got a lot done on this. Oops. Hold on. I gotta grab my card and it just fell on the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna slide you back. All right. Ta-da! So I am stitching this on 36 count beige by Weeks Dye Works and using all of the called for Weeks Dye Works. I started this on October 25th of last year, and this is where I am now. So what I did was I finished this lacy border over here, did this around here, did all the pumpkins and the dog. Otherwise, everything else had already been done. I'm leaving these for days, when I just need some mindless stitching. But that's where we are with this, and it's not a whole lot left, really. And these little motifs don't take long. So I have those done, and then I just have to finish the fence and the fill-in and the rest of the border. And I think I can get this finished by the end of August, if as it being a dedicated stitch. But this is not my only dedicated stitch, so I've got 4 projects that I want to have finished here very shortly. So that's where we are with Turkey Hollow Farm, and next time we meet I will have another update on that. I still haven't gotten this one. I might even pick this up again before I get pictures posted to Instagram, but all right. This is in my Dot Dot Goose bag, like my Halloween one. All right, so there's Turkey Hollow Farm. So again, dedicated, want to have it done by the fall. And Prairie Schooler Santa. Oh, I've been having fun with Prairie Schooler. I have another finish, and I still haven't posted this one to Instagram. But so I'm doing this. It's a sew along, meaning I'm collecting charts for a number of months through the Happy Little Stitch Shop. And in the order in which I'm receiving them, I am stitching them. And so I had to go back to my invoices to find out which was next in line. But this was the first one, and I finished this one, Arctic Lights. And this is the 2022 Prairie Schooler Santa. And that... So right here, he's all done. I didn't use the neon for the lights. I used white since I'm a white light fan. Do I have a card on this? I do. So I started this on February 25th and finally finished it. I'm stitching it on 36 count Dulce de Leche by Fiber on a Whim. I'm using the called for DMC on the back of the cards. And this is, Dulce de Leche was a leftover fabric. So I've got this long piece. And my plan is to stitch as many Santas across that I can and make a lumbar pillow. So I am going to do the best that I can to try to get all of them on this piece, because it is long enough for something. And I think I can get 6 of them on here, and right now that's all I have is 6 of these cards. But I started the second Santa, that I received, and that is the Winter Woods Prairie Schooler Santa, and that is the 2021 Santa. So I'm doing them in the order in which I'm receiving them from Happy Little Stitch Shop. And that's the current one that I'm working on. And I started that right next to this one, and that's where I got. Now I'm running into an issue, and so I put it down kind of angrily. But I started working on this bottom leg, and I've still got thread hanging here because I was going to pull it all out. For some reason, I'm off half a stitch somewhere, and I think it's in the green here. And so I just got frustrated, and wanted to just get that done. But I was hoping to finish get to the raccoon here this week yet. So I hope to pick it up and get back in there. But that's the first 2 Santas going, and I got 4 more to go. I believe I can get 4 on here. We'll see. Next one up is North Wind. And that is the 2020 Santa in the order in which it was received. And then 2019 Santa, Peace on Earth. And then the 2018 Santa, Let It Snow. So these are all going to be on this pillow, I hope. And then the 2016 Santa, Ho Ho Ho. So I hope to get all of these on this pillow, on this cover. And so there was, when I was at Country Sampler, and I've seen this, the book, it's a Blackbird Designs book. I don't remember the name or which one it is. It's something to do with crowns, I believe. But it's a long, thin pillow, and it's got this nice little ruffle on the edge. And I don't know if there's an insert in there, but that's kind of the idea that I'm going for, is to put this, make a pillow out of this the same way. And it's kind of like a slip cover, but it's just got a ruffled edge. There's no closure on it or anything like that. So it's a thought I have. Don't know if that's how it'll end up, but I was kind of looking, ruffled pillow, ruffled fabric edge on it. So I'm looking forward to coming up with some creative idea on how to finish that one, since last year's Santa I finished as a wool, the wool applique thing. And I just got the invoice for the next Prairie Schooler, so I got to get that paid so I can get that in the mail. And then I also, through Happy Little Stitch Shop, that's quilting related, but I did start with Happy Little Stitch Shop, a monthly subscription to receive a number of fat quarters for Lori Holt fat quarters, so I get some more Lori Holt fabric. I'm going to start stocking up and developing a stash from that. But I also did it with the fat quarter shop, so I'm getting 2 monthly shipments of a number of fat quarters in Lori Holt fabric. So I think I'll do that for a few months and get up a nice collection. And because I've been wanting some neutrals, so I'm hoping I can get some neutrals in of her fabrics, so I can get to work on those. So the Prairie Schooler Santa dedicated stitch, try to finish it by Thanksgiving, early December, so that I can have it on display, finish it up and have it on display. That's the plan anyway. Dedicated stitch. The other dedicated stitch, and I was working on it this morning, is Rocking Horse Holiday. I am almost done with this. It being July, I want to work on Christmas stuff. A bird just hit the window. This happens frequently. They all seem to fly away. And believe me, it's not because my window's clean. Just saying. But that scared me. Anyway, I'm making this into the pillow that is on the back of the chart. So that's pretty. Oh, see, it's still even in my Q snap. So let me take it out of here so we can get a look at where I'm at here. So this is something I had figured out. So when I like to, I mentioned this before, I like to have things really tight in my Q-snap so that my stitches turn out nice. And so I would sew this fabric on the edge to kind of give me a little extra to fold under on the little clips that go around your Q-snap to kind of hold things together tightly. Well, I found out I don't need fabric. I just use a piece of paper in some of it. So I had gotten to the end and needed a little extra, and I just folded up a piece of paper and stuck it inside the little thing, and that worked out fine too. So I guess I don't need to use my scraps to add. So this one's going to be a little wrinkly, but so there's a funny story on this one, I guess, if you want to call it that. I was stitching along, so I got back to this one and I finished the alphabet, and I was left on the U, and so I was going to finish off the alphabet and the top and bottom border for this, and I forgot the V. So I ripped it all out, put the V in, and then changed the border ending. I was like, something's not right here, but you know, that's not uncommon for me to have something not right, so I just went with it, you know. I was like, I just want it finished. But then I realized what happened, and I could not go with leaving the V out. So I had to go back and do it. But then I finished the border early this morning. Yes, I did stitch at work this morning. And finished the border and started this. But I had this in here already. But got the numbers in. So now I'm just working my way up with the greenery up to the top, and I will be done. No, I'm not done. Okay, so I need some advice on this one too. So you see these little tossed in snowflakes? It's really hard to see. Believe me, you can see them when you're up close. But there's these tossed in snowflakes. And these, I actually did count them and put them where they are on the chart. However, they're very sporadic. Does anybody just kind of like eyeball a spot and put it in there? Or do you actually count where it is and put those tossed snowflakes in? Let me know what you think. I'm going to eyeball them. I'm going to put them in there. I'm not going to leave them out because I already have some in here, and that would just look funny if I didn't have any more anywhere else. But I'm going to do that. But this one here, I can have finished in, you know, end of the day today, depending on, you know, what I get done, but I can have it done in the next day or two for sure. Next 24 48 hours. Then I'll throw in those sporadic snowflakes. There's just four crosses in them, but yeah, I'm excited that this one here is almost finished, because this was a bone of contention with me from the start, because this is the second start on this one. I didn't have enough fabric the first time I started this, and so then I started all over again, and then so we're good there now. So I'm glad we finally got to that, but I'm thinking, yeah, that's it. Okay, for some reason I was thinking I was missing something that isn't done yet in here, but yeah, I'm on this tree, and then I'm going to throw in all of the sporadic little snowflakes all over the place. Oh, the year. Did I put the year in there? Nope, I still have to put the year in too, right underneath here. I knew I was missing something. Okay, so I'll put 2023 in there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a big finish, because I haven't had a big finish in a while. And for me, the last big finish that I have was Rose and the Giant Pear. And I was just looking for that the other day, because I would like to put that on my FFO, the fully finished projects, the day of FFOing. Because I've got tea and coffee, another coffee one. I got Rose and the Giant Pear that needs to be finished. I've got, oh, there's a Christmas one, or a winter one. Baby, It's Cold Outside. It's done. So I'm hoping to have either this month yet or next month a big day where I'm just fully finishing things, and I will have a whole bunch of those to show you. So this is Christmas dedications. So I don't have anything else. I mean, I have other patterns in my Christmas bag. I don't know that I'll start anything new. Maybe I will. I have fabric and threads for this. This is something I had already started, and I was doing it 2/2, and I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of 2/2. Plus, it was 36 count. It was a little tight. So I have plenty of room on the same fabric, since it's long and skinny, to put it at the bottom of my stitch that I had already started, and do it 1/2 and get that done. So I can get this started. I have everything I need to do it. It's just going, here, I'll show you. I had started it, and I got off too, so I was very off, but I have plenty of fabric space underneath this to start another one, doing it 1/2. And this one here was a kitted project I picked up at the Country Sampler on in 2021. It's on 36 count summer khaki, and there is Weeks dye work. All the Weeks dye works is in the pack. It came in the kit, and some subbed ones like Onyx was changed to Black Coffee, and I even don't. Corn Silk is the called for, but they threw in 36 count summer khaki. 35 count Corn Silk I think was the one that was recommended. But so I'm looking forward to getting back to this one, but I'm not sure if I'll do it for this Christmas to get it started, so I can have it done next Christmas. But I did do some measuring, and there is plenty of fabric here to put that down underneath and still have enough to work with to finish it. I'm just gonna frame it, but I believe, I'm not sure if I'll do anything different with that. But and then I have a couple other charts in here. Brenda Gervais. We got the Bells of Christmas. I kind of like to do that one. That was really pretty, those colors. And then this Santa one. Merry Old Soul. Little pillow I'd like to finish. So I don't know if I'll get any of them going, going or not. But Prairie Schooler Santa is going to be my go-to, since I keep getting more charts. And I get all those revisited ones too, so some of those are so pretty. And again, I've got another one. I've got to pay my invoice and get the next one to come, but I've got all these revisited ones too, which I was showing in a previous video. So I'm looking forward to that. And I do know which one I want to work on next as a dedicated stitch, and that is the Snowman series. I can't think. Cottage Needleworks, I think it is. I want to finish the Needleworker one. So it's been a while since I even touched that one, so I do want to get that one done. So I'll probably do that before I get to any of these other ones. So there, because that's a series, and I'm collecting all of these things. And the chart that's coming, it is so cute. It's the snowman's on a bicycle, not a bicycle, carriage. I love carriages and horses, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that one. But that is my cross stitch update, and I do have quilting update, but I'm not upstairs in my sewing room to show you those things. So you'll have to check Instagram and follow along on there. So I can't wait to get some time to get back into my sewing room and get some of those projects finished. I haven't even made anything for my shop. And there was a while there I was finishing something every day and getting it listed, but now I haven't done anything now in almost 2 weeks, if not more. So because of work, and I'm tired. It may seem like it, but I'm really kind of giddy. So anyway, I need to get a little nourishment and some water, and I will hopefully, get back to you again real soon with some more finishes. Pay attention to Instagram, because if I can't get back in the video, I'll post things to Instagram. So do that, okay? And maybe a short will be in there sometime soon, and maybe I'll go live as I'm stitching with some just random stuff to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I may have a bad day and want to just chit chat. Who knows? So thanks again for joining my channel and all my new subscribers. I love you. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to me to be able to share this stuff with somebody other than myself. Nobody else seems to care. It's not true. Anyway, thanks everybody. Love you. Bye.